Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is amazing. I'm actually starting to love these digital shows. They're giving me a lot of energy. Don't have to leave the house, feeling really good. I wanted to introduce tonight's bartender, Joe Dombrowski, aka Mr. D. Hey Joe.
Andy, I'm nervous to be here.
Well, don't be nervous. You look fantastic. Where are you?
Thank you. I'm actually in my parents' basement right now. I'm here for the entire month of October. I feel like a small child again. They made me go through my old bedroom and get rid of some knickknacks that we had lying around. Andy, we found my old childhood dog, his ashes. We came up with that today.
Joe, that is incredible. So my first question is, how have you been making comedy in quarantine?
It's been so difficult, but I've been really into social media and just making videos about my time in quarantine and just joking around. I've lost all ability to communicate with strangers. So these happenstance situations where I just word diarrhea to a stranger has made for some really good content.
Well, can you give me an example of a moment where you have, so to speak, word diarrhea? That's amazing.
Oh yeah, so I fell down this rabbit hole and watched every documentary possible that had to do with cults. And then in the park, and this woman just started talking to me, and she actually told me, she's like, I used to be in a cult. And I didn't know what to say. So I just said to her, I was like, oh, I'm super into cults right now. I said that. I said it to a person.
Why would you have said that? Isn't that embarrassing?
It's extremely embarrassing, and I think it's because my social skills have reverted since I'm not coming into contact with other humans as frequently.
Well, Joe, I think you seem to be pretty social, which is, of course, why you're the bartender. You can't do this job without having a little bit of social skills and awareness. Which brings me to my next question. I see you got the drinks. You're ready to go. Joe Dombrowski, what is your favorite drink to make?
This is actually funny. I made this in honor of me today, and
oh my gosh,
it's tequila, and that's it.
Just straight up tequila, nothing else?
Chilled, put it on ice, just tequila. Because tequila
is
the only liquors that don't give me a hangover, so that's Yep.
You're like a man's man.
I'm sorry, that's the first time I've heard that.
I know, but to me, that's a pretty manly drink. Tequila, nothing else. That's impressive shit.
Andy, you've just tickled my taint. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm here to tickle anything, and I hope that you get tickled because, Joe, now it's time to do what we've all been waiting for. You know I like ya, I maybe love ya, but the time has come for you to plead the fifth. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right, I have 3 questions for you. You may plead the fifth to only one. So, Joe Dombrowski, your name is Mr. D. So how big is your Mr. D?
I had a feeling you might hit on me. My uncles are...
Well, it's just a question.
Is it, though?
Pretty sure it is.
Okay. My uncles are huge fans of your show, so I'm gonna have to plead the fifth so they don't have to change the channel.
Very good. Very good. Moving on, Joe. Fair enough. So you were a teacher. What is the bitchiest thing a parent has ever said to you?
Easy. I had a parent say to me, she didn't like what I was saying about her kids, and she said, I don't think you understand. I pay my taxes, so technically you work for me.
No freaking, no way she said this.
Sure did. So you want to know what I said back?
Tell me.
I said, I pay my taxes too, so with that attitude, I'm self-employed.
Oh my God. That is incredible. Was it really awkward after?
No, I'm from Detroit. Don't fuck
with me. I don't blame you. I'm from St. Louis, so I kind of have the same blood. All right, Joe. 3rd question. You've already pleaded, but we still want the answer. Marry, shag, or kill? Host edition. Me, John Oliver, or Jimmy Fallon?
Oh my God.
Marry, shag, and kill.
Well, first of all, I love all 3 of you. A lot.
Thank you.
With so much respect. I'm going to have to kill John Oliver. Because
incredible.
I'm sorry. I just because. I'd shag you, Andy.
Thank you very much.
But only because I feel like you're here for a good time, not for a long time.
Of course.
And then Jimmy, I just would gladly spend the rest of my life with. So married time and time again.
Well, fair enough, because the person you marry, you do technically get to shag for life. So I don't really blame you there.
There you go. There you go. But I'm sure I'd also be a great second dad to your son. So
well, thank you so much. Ben says hi. And by the way, Joe Dombrowski has just pleaded the fifth. Congrats, Joe. You made it.
Thank you. Did I do better than Patti LuPone?
You did significantly better than PL. However, she was a great guest, but I have to say, you're up there, Joe. You're up there.
Thank you.
So this brings me to another question. We've pleaded the fifth. We've gotten the tough questions out of the way. My next one is the following. Joe Dombrowski, you're a comedian. You love to engage with the audience. Any plans to get back out on the road? It must be tough for you just sitting in your parents' house. Are you going crazy?
I am going crazy. This is my first appearance where I actually get to say this, Andy. I'm going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota in a few weeks. And
That's
then
incredible.
The 1st of December, the first weekend of December, I'm in Tacoma, Washington. So I have shows coming up. So if you're in Washington or Minnesota, come on out. I'd love to see you there. Check my website, mrdtimes3.com.
Well, I was just talking to John Mayer about this because he's going back on the road. And I was just thinking like, well, do you think that the new dynamic that comedians, musicians all face of 50% capacity might sort of have an effect on the vibe of the show? Are you worried about that as a performer?
No, like I miss the days actually
Right.
when we used to do shows for like 20 people in a basement bar somewhere, and you could just like really hone in on those individuals. And I'm excited to kind of like get that grimy struggle feel again, but like without the struggle.
Well, Joe Dombrowski, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you come back as a bartender. This was so much fun.
Andy, thank you so much for having me. I will never forget this. I'll just love you.
Thanks, Joe. See ya.